But the thing is, if it like hits your hair and shit, it crackles, and then I feel really bad because I was editing my first episode and I was like, I'm so sorry, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, I do a podcast and I don't apologize.
Oh.
Because I'm like, guess what? You're welcome. You get to be part of my life.
Get ready, it's the new edition. Your favorite morning meditation. Hey, it's me, part in my success. I'm a hot mess.
I need to get into that mindset.
People don't really care.
Yeah, you know what? That's also very
People who listen do not care.
So you also have a podcast? What is your podcast about?
It's called Basic Folk. It's an interview podcast.
Oh my God, I love. Who do you interview?
Folk artists. My last episode was with the Milk Carton Kids. I did an interview with Ben Harper.
Very cool. Are they all interview based? Every single one? Mm-hmm. That's so fun.
Well, we do these collaboration episodes with Folk Alley
Look up.
called Folk Debate Club,
Ooh.
where we bring on special guests and we like fake debate a topic.
Is it scripted? Like, do you
No.
guys talk it beforehand?
No. We the last one was like your career versus your soul. We did one on like performance versus authenticity. But they're all like fake topics where eventually we all are just like it's all shades of gray, but like it's still fun to like start out like
Yeah. And you, I'm sure there's so many.
I'm just like twisting you.
I'm starting my podcast on Monday.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Oh my God, what's it
I mean,
called?
but I don't know. I'm just.
Oh, no, because
this is inspiring me.
This is what I'm saying. I've always thought I was going to have a podcast, and I always just like assumed it was going to be one of those things. And here's my thing is that, especially since I finished grad school, it's one of those things where I've just been in school my entire life. And so like finally I'm able to be like, okay, what is it that I want to do now? And there are so many times where like I meet people that are doing such cool things that I'm like, oh, I should be doing that.
Yeah.
And it makes me angry
Yes,
and like
I
resentful.
love that feeling.
Yep.
And but like
The
it's
fire.
like, where you're like, oh fuck. And so that's literally why I started this, because I literally was like, I can't just keep getting mad at people for living their lives. I need to live my own. And so I started a podcast.
I want to do everything.
Yeah.
What to do, how to like. And
I want to do everything.
I'm one of those people where things aren't perfect.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, such a
You know,
perfectionist.
like, even with jokes, people are like, why don't you post that joke? I'm like, because it's not perfect yet. They're like, it'll never be.
Nothing
perfect.
will ever be perfect.
But with a joke, like you really do want to have your like craft in place because it's like your words and your timing, like it's so precise comedy.
Yeah, and it's
But
also something.
It's a tough art.
You know what? It's like Blue Ivy, right? Like you remember when she first.
Yes, when she started dancing.
And all those idiots were like had stuff to say about her being too nervous and she's nothing like her mom and all that foolishness.
She's a child
And
and
it's like,
people
she's
hate.
literally a
First of all,
baby. Her mom's Beyonce.
But then look at her now.
Yeah,
Like,
she looks amazing.
She's confident, and it's like, I mean, I personally don't fault anything. I look at it as a triumph to be able to see.
Yeah, because she's a child.
She's
Yeah.
literally a
But
baby.
even if she was an adult, my point is though is
To
that
get better
you
in
can
public.
show
You
people
have
the
to,
imperfection.
yeah.
And
No,
you
that's
can
true.
grow in front of people, and that's kind of what the internet is today. Is like, you got to be confident
To grow,
to grow in front of people.
Yeah.
And so, you know, and I think people respect you more when they see the growth and the hard work.
No, you're right about that.
Wait, also I realized that we did not introduce you. Hey everyone! Yeah, we've been recording.
Oh,
We've been reeling this whole time.
Hello.
So it's gonna
Hello,
be a great
Internet.
intro. Hello everyone. Lizzie, can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Hi, I'm Lizzie No. I'm a folk singer and I'm the voice of a generation.
Yes, she is! Yes! You tell them. Oh yeah.
We are here today filming a music video for Laguinita, my new single on 30 Tigers.
We're gonna take a moment right here to listen and play the music video, if that is okay with you.
Oh, I'd be honored.
Yes. Or maybe not the music, but like a lyric video or something right now so that people can hear it.
And came to in the dry Laguinita, where I brushed myself off and found my way home again. It never occurred to me that grief should refer to something bad that happened, and maybe you're broken 'cause you lost someone. Tell me you care for me. Tell me a secret that you have forgotten. Feeling and dying in the arms of love. In the arms of love.
Okay, the song took years to write. I had this like chord progression in my mind for many years that turned into the chorus, and I wanted it to be like this real heavy, like in your face rock song slash country rock song.
Ooh, yeah.
And it's inspired by like the years that I lived in California and was like in my wild and reckless and dark 20s and how to heal and to like move forward with your life. You have to like be tough on the world. You have to like demand what you deserve. And yeah, it's like I grew up in the church, so like the Old Testament, you know, Jacob falling asleep and wrestling the angel is like so real for me. Like you have to like demand that the world give you what you deserve.
Yeah.
So that's what the song's about.
Sorry, as I'm also doing her makeup for this, we are so excited. My friend Dan is directing. We'll hear from him a little bit later.
And guess what? We're done. Don't I look perfect?
She's incredible. We have to prepare the under eye skin for the glitter tears.
I've never had glitter tears, and I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm really excited about this. Okay, so when did you start in the music industry?
I was a baby singing in the bathtub.
Oh,
That's where I began.
yes.
I've always done little songs deliberately. Like I would like do parody songs.
Hell yeah.
Like-
I love that. That's so sweet.
When I was in like elementary school, like I wrote a rap. Like I love
that.
Ripe Pears and I Cannot Lie was like where I got my start. And then
Obsessed.
when I got into high school, I was like listening to emo music and like Tracy Chapman, and so then I started to write about my feelings, and I was like, oh, it's really great to write about your feelings. Started reading more poetry, got very into the romantics, and then I like had bands in college, and then just started like playing out. Like the Civil Wars were out, like when I graduated from college, like Avett Brothers, that was like big inspiration.
Yeah.
And I went solo in 2016. Sneeze?
Sneeze.
And I'm not going to do it.
Honestly, sneeze because it might make the tear.
Oh, you want that to happen?
If you want it to. I
Okay.
mean, I could do it. It could be organic, or
Yeah.
I could, do it with a
Okay.
brush.
Sorry, I'm just like, I've never had a makeup artist be like, go ahead,
Go
cry.
ahead and cry.
Go ahead and cry.
Please.
Cry and
Cry.
sneeze. The hardest thing about the solo thing is like, okay, two things. Number one, the money.
Yeah.
Because it financially is not advisable. Like, no one should do this career. It's literally impossible. People, like, sometimes, like, younger artists that I know will be like, okay, it seems kind of crazy how, like, you have to, like, build up your social media following to even get a label to look at you. But, like, in order to, like, get gigs, you, like, already have to have a label. And I'm like, yeah, it is impossible. It's gonna ruin your life. Only do it if you can't do anything else. But so that's rough.
Can you say a little bit more about that? How did you get your label?
So it took like 2 full-length albums. Like I just did everything myself.
Yeah.
And just like tried to get to know every part of my business, like the merch, the recording, the touring, sending every email, the PR. Like I did all of it myself. And that's like really bad for your mental health, and it's really hard, and it took a toll on my life, but it worked ultimately.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's like a healthy way to do this work. I'm getting there for sure, like, and like bringing on more help as I go along.
Yeah.
But like you have to have like people around you that will like
Support.
remind you like not to quit when you're having like the worst day ever.
Yeah, exactly.
And like I've always had like friends that were also creative and were like in the same boat, so like that camaraderie kept me going. And like I know some people end up like start out with like connections in the industry and family money, and I like didn't have that. I had a family who was super supportive and like would help me out if I was struggling, but like didn't have like the, one foot in the door.
Yeah.
But I think the good thing is that like now that I am like on a label and like putting out this hopefully breakthrough album, it means that like no one can tell me I like didn't pay my dues.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Okay, but the other hard thing about being a solo artist is you're your own boss.
Yeah.
Like I love that.
But you also have
But you
to
also
be
have to, like,
responsible.
Yeah, and you have to like make your own benchmarks for success. Like there's no one that's gonna tell you like, okay, it's time to like put yourself up for the promotion now. Like you literally have to figure out like what the next steps are for your career. And it's not like one size fits all. Like some people are like really into like the recording aspect, and like as their career develops, like they want to like lean into the producer thing. Like some people like want to get into like other sides of the entertainment industry, acting, modeling, all that. Like you have to like figure out what your next steps are.
Yeah.
And then like what it's going to take to do them.
Absolutely. So how did you start out music-wise? Like, was it literally just like, what instruments do you play? Like, all that?
Singing in choir, so like all the harmony singing, And
What part were you in choirs?
all of them. I did them
Hell
all.
yeah.
I did them all.
As like a little kid when they
Yes.
literally put you in and they're like, now you're an alto.
Yeah.
And tomorrow.
Soprano 1.
You're like, how does this even correlate?
So I did all the parts. I played violin. I was one of those little babies in the Suzuki classes.
Yep.
Like
I feel you.
cannot read or write, but I'm playing the violin. Then I switched to the harp in fifth grade.
That's so cool. And everything except strings.
My family was very big on strings. I think there was like some theories about like brain development and stringed instruments
Well, that's why
in the
piano.
90s. Yeah,
My mom's
exactly.
from China, so like very much so. The like, no, you have to.
You must.
It's like not. It's non-negotiable. We started piano at 4,
Yes.
and then at 7 you had to pick another instrument. And I picked flute, and then I picked piccolo, and then oboe.
My family wishes that I would have chosen the piccolo.
It was very fun.
The harp really.
That's a large.
It's a really like a whole family affair.
Yeah, no, to get that shit around.
How do I look? Ooh, scary and
Oh
good.
my God.
Like a Greek siren.
Yeah, no.
We're on May's podcast.
Yeah, welcome to my podcast.
We're behind the scenes.
This is Pardon My Success, where we interview artists and talk about their successes and how they're able to.
Wait, pardon my success? I love that.
PMS. Are you PMSing?
No.
But
But pardon my success.
You're pardon my success.
I'm not literally PMSing, but like
We're
in my
reclaiming-
spirit.
We're reclaiming
in my
PMS.
spirit.
In my spirit, deep inside, I am. I'm annoyed whenever
I'm emotional.
Exactly. Someone's like, "Are you PMSing?" Fuck you. Yes, I am. In
Yes.
fact. Yeah.
Yeah, pardon my success.
Yeah, literally.
Where are you from, Antjuan?
Alabama.
No way.
Me and Dan both.
Cool.
Went to the University of Alabama. And
That's
I moved
awesome.
to Atlanta after college, and then I moved to New York. And from there, I came to LA.
Where in New York did you live?
I was all over. I was in Spanish Harlem for a minute, and
Nice.
then I got robbed. And then,
Yeah, that'll do
Ouch.
it.
and then I
Not getting
moved
robbed.
It was like one of the best things that happened to me. It's
I
like,
feel like you should have this one, honestly.
it's
because
like
I
right
have
before I
this
left, my mom was like, you're not going to be in the South. You need to pay attention. You need to focus.
Yes. No.
And I was like, I got this. Don't you worry about me. I'm in New York now. She's like, dude, I'm telling you, you need to focus. You need to pay attention. You're going to be in New
Careful,
York.
yeah.
You're not in the South anymore.
That's why I didn't go to NYU. I was so fucking scared I was gonna land in New York City, get kidnapped and murdered.
Yeah.
immediately.
Well, so,
Okay,
I
well,
mean,
that I
almost
feel like
happened
is
to me.
what?
I mean, no, not. I'm just saying. When I was there, I did exactly what my folks told me not to do. I wasn't paying attention at all. I remember I was on my headphones talking,
Yep.
enjoying my life, and some random dude just out of nowhere popped me in the face.
Oh my God, that's intense.
That's so scary.
And I was like, first of all, how did he get that close to me?
Yeah.
Right, no.
First
Folk,
off,
you know what I mean?
No, that's very scary.
So yeah, so
The
then I
only
ended up moving
places
to Crown
I've like
Heights.
ever been. Oh, I live in Crown Heights.
I know.
I've had some kidnapping attempts in DC and in Oakland. Never in New York though.
Not a kidnapping attempt.
You're right. That's it.
Hello, can we go back?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
She-
unpack that a
that
little
was right,
bit.
just
You
threw
can't
that
just
in
drop
there.
that on
Like,
me.
dude, like when you're like, what's the song about? Like, I'm very scared of men.
Same.
As I
Ain't that
literally
like a
won't-
thing with most women? though?
Yes.
Well, no, but
No, but, like,
I really
literally,
won't work with
people
men
have
alone.
like pulled over their like twice, like in Oakland, someone like pulled over their car and like tried to like get me into their car. Same thing in DC, but it was also in the middle of the night and I was alone, and I like both times I literally had to run home.
That's so scary.
It's fucking scary out there. Sometimes I mean, part of the feeling of this album is that it's sort of like a video game where you're just like one simple woman in America trying to make it. And all of the obstacles of like inequality and like male anger and violence and racism that just like pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
For no
While
fucking reason.
you're literally just on your path to freedom, and
living your
then
life.
suddenly it's like you're in a sci-fi movie like
Yeah.
fighting the aliens.
It's-
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. So I did this podcast not too long ago, and the person was like, "So in your comedy, do you want to talk about racism and homophobia and sexism and ageism?"
Want is
like, you-
not
yeah.
I was like,
part of
no,
it.
I don't want to. I'd rather,
But you
know what I'm
have
saying?
to.
I'd rather just talk about stupid
Also-
shit like farts, but
Yeah.
like that's not what's happening to me every day.
Right.
And it's like, and if you're not representing like
What's
your
actually
identity,
happening?
well, it's gonna get trampled on.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
And like, if
100%.
you aren't the person standing up for yourself and for like
No, it's
what
true.
you believe in,
No one's gonna do it
Who
for
is
you.
gonna do it?
Do you
Yeah.
guys listen to Hari Kondabolu? He's a great comedian from New York. And he has always done a lot of like very like, provocative comedy about race. And people, of course, like come for him. And he's like, telling me I talk too much about racism is like saying I talk too much about swimming when I'm drowning.
Right, exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Yep.
it's like
This
what
is
do you
my
want me
life.
to do?
Yeah, this is my life.
So,
Hello?
yeah, it's crazy.
Also, it's my comedy. If you
Yes.
don't want to listen to it, don't. Like, goodbye. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
true.
have to listen. I'm not forcing you to.
People forget that.
Yeah, but also it's just like I'm talking about what's happening
I'm talking about my life.
in the world. Like I'm not making this stuff up.
Yeah.
This is what's happening on a daily
I'm not
basis.
lying to you.
Yeah, it's funny. I was, like I said, I said this 3 times already, but I was in Scotland doing comedy recently, and I did a joke about race, and somebody in the audience was like, "There's no racism in Scotland."
Stop
And I
it.
was
Shut
like,
the-
"Don't tell me that,
Shut
because
the
I've
fuck
already
up.
experienced
No,
it
I'll tell you what
yesterday."
happened on the way to the theater.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
in fact, that's incorrect.
I'm like, that is not true, because I can give you 3 instances where that has happened. Well, 2 where it's happened to me, and 1 where it happened to some random lady on the bus.
It's crazy.
Wait, I'm like really obsessed with how this is turning out. I hope it's not just me, you know what I mean?
No,
I mean, no, it's dope. That's
I
what
can't
I'm
really
looking
see,
at.
but
Nah, man, this is dope.
I
It's
trust you
coming
with my
together.
life. Let me open the front facing. Oh, I look so fucking cool.
You look so sick right now.
That's dope.
How did you do that so fast?
That's what I'm like. I looked up and I'm like,
you
it's-
want to know the trick? Is
what?
that I got really into gem art. It's like paint by numbers, but with gems.
Okay, that sounds very
Recently.
fun.
Yeah.
Lizzie, where are you from again? Did we talk about this?
Jersey.
Jersey.
Born in the Bronx.
Oh my god, wait. Caroline is also from Jersey.
Really?
Caroline.
Where are you from?
honey?
She's from Princeton.
I'm from Princeton. Caroline, where'd you go to high school? That's so crazy. Literally neighbors. Where'd you go? Lawrenceville.
Stop.
But I'm not rich. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. They paid me to go.
Yeah, token. Token? Me. Yeah,
Token.
same.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, yeah.
I was
no.
earning an income.
No, exactly. Same. Yeah,
The
precisely.
United Colors of Bennington.
No, exactly. Yeah.
I love my alma mater. Thank
Yes,
you,
no,
Lawrenceville.
exactly.
Go Big Red. Something that I love to do is in January and February not be in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
too
makes
fucking
sense.
cold.
Because it's cold.
Yeah, I did West Coast tour last January. I'm going to do the same. And then I'm going on one of those, like, have you heard about these, like, country music cruises?
Ooh, that's cool.
I'm doing that with my podcast.
That's so cool.
So I'm just going to, like, be in a bikini
Yeah.
interviewing country music
Wait,
artists.
that's so sick. That
Folk Americana.
honestly made me less.
Yeah.
I
Is
don't
that
know why I said
Midwest
that.
vibes? Central America vibes?
I feel like
The
it's
South?
like
Maybe 10.
Nashville.
Nashville.
It's like alternative Nashville. So
Okay.
it's not like country,
Right.
but it's like the sort of like indie country,
Mm-hmm,
indie folk.
Americana?
Yeah.
Americana fucking rocks.
Yeah, just trying to like describe what is the genre. It's like people that like
Country for liberal smart people.
yes. It's literally also just country music made by people that are not allowed into
The normal
country music.
yeah.
Because it is very literally segregated.
Inclusive country music.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that.
inclusive
I love
country
that.
basically, with like a little bit of rock, a little bit of blues.
DEI country.
Yeah, exactly. DEI country.
But that's so sick that you're getting that opportunity. How were you able to like pull that?
So it's through my podcast is distributed through the Bluegrass Situation. Do you know Ed Helms?
Yeah.
Yeah, his Bluegrass company
That's crazy.
is they're my boss, I guess.
How did you come across that? Wait, did you start the podcast first?
I didn't start it. So my co-host Cindy Howes, my work wife and bestie, she's been doing this podcast for like 4 years.
Got
and
it.
she brought me on as a co-host, and so we were looking for like a distributor so that like because it's like tough to like do everything yourself.
it is.
And we've interviewed so many people, and like she already had like a bit of a fan base, and like like she had serious fans. She had really good interviews, and so she went to the Bluegrass Situation, and that was that.
That's so cool.
So yeah, we were at so now the Bluegrass Situation is great because like they're really great about promoting like cool new artists in bluegrass as well as like the very like established people. So yeah, we're gonna be doing interviews. I think emceeing.
Ooh. And are you getting paid by like the cruise to be there?
No, I don't know. No, I think it's done through Bluegrass Situation.
Okay.
I'm trying to get in my hosting bag. Like I want to
Yeah.
be hosting award shows someday.
No, I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah, but like the politics of that shit, like
I
having
can
to deal with a
imagine.
network.
No.
I guess it's the same with the label. Like how has that been?
It's actually been great, and I'm not just saying this for the pod. They are acting as a distributor instead of a
Okay.
label.
Yeah.
So I own all of my music.
That's amazing.
And I make all the creative decisions,
yeah.
and then they just distribute it, promote it. Like they
That's
they
the
have
dream.
they have a great staff. Like
Yeah.
they do everything that a label would do. But as far as like the scary stuff of like you have to do this because your label said so, like that doesn't really happen
That's good. Okay.
because I own my shit.
Yeah. That's amazing. And what label?
It's called 30 Tigers.
30 Tigers. Very cool. And how long have they been around?
That's a good question. I don't know. I actually don't know. Sorry, David. I don't know. I'm on a podcast being ignorant.
You're doing amazing.
I love to be a small fish in a big pond.
I agree.
I live for it.
I was my whole life. And
Like,
then,
let me get
now I've
inspired by
moved.
people that are like more successful than me.
No, exactly.
That's how I feel about the podcast too, because like Cindy's such a boss and she's like a public radio host, and so I just
so
like
cool.
basically came on as her like acolyte. Like, Cindy, teach me everything you know. You already have your fans. You're already a pro.
Yeah.
Let me learn from
figure
you.
it out,
Yeah.
I hope you guys are enjoying the pod so far. It's been a lot of fun being here in Palm Springs. There's a horse outside of my Airbnb. I'll insert some footage of that right here. And I'm so excited to be working with Lizzie and here on this shoot. This is so fun. Yeah. Hello, welcome to the pod. This is Dan. I was just saying to people that you were. Can you hold this for a second? That you were going to be coming on the pod. This is the director of our shoot. He has been working on this for a year and a half. Yeah, I would hold it just a little bit because sometimes it gets a little crackly.
Okay, cool.
But you want to tell us a little about yourself and your vision here?
I'll tell you about how I think Lizzie No is one of the most talented songwriters in America.
Agreed.
Stop it.
How I like have binged her
I'm gonna
album.
cry.
How I binged Vanity like on repeat for like a year and then met her. Whoa, shit.
Don't do that.
Oh, so.
That's a basket.
Oh, shit.
Dan.
I thought it was a.
Get that chair.
Use a chair. You deserve better than a
sit in
basket.
this chair so
You
it doesn't
deserve
also be in the
better.
pod.
Sorry. Whoops.
Don't be sorry. It's not my basket. I just don't want you to fall in a basket.
But you guys have been working together now for how long?
We talked about this at a concert for another artist plug, Adia Victoria.
Adia's the dream. No, she is the realest person in rock and roll. Like,
That's so cool.
every
Like if
single
you
night.
if you think you've heard honest music, you have not heard honest
No,
music
and
until you hear Adia's.
I've never seen someone who's so on top of it every single night on tour.
Yeah.
She's like beyond pro.
Yeah.
She's beyond pro. She's so great. But we met in Birmingham.
I was there to meet Adia to talk about a film that Adia was going to act in that I was making, and Lizzie was there, and I didn't like say this at the time, but at the time I was like, holy shit, it's Lizzie No. Because I've like been listening to Americana music since I was like a junior or senior in high school. So I knew Lizzie.
Dude, you were true blue, just like me. Like, I was, early Brandi Carlile.
Early Brandi Carlile, big Jason Isbell head. I approached Lizzie after the set and was just like shooting my shot, like, hey, I'd love to make a music video for you.
And I was like,
And,
great, I have an idea. At the time, I was like, okay, I have a song, but I need you to bear with me because I'm trying desperately to get a record deal, and so I have no idea when this album is coming out. And so we just kept talking for over a year.
I would email
until I finally got
periodically.
signed.
I would
Yeah.
email periodically and be like, hey, just checking in.
And I was
so-
like, I'm out here in these streets,
this, like-
networking, so we can do our
Wait,
project.
you need to join my entertainment industry networking.
Oh my god, I would love that.
So me and my friends from the agency started this entertainment industry group. So we had our first networking event.
Dude.
And literally just people from all over the types of industry, like music video producers, writers, directors, actors, like all over.
Okay,
just
the
came.
dream.
Our next one is going to be a speed networking event. So it's going to be like a cocktail hour, and then you're going to have 5 minutes with everybody, and we're going to send out everyone's info afterwards. So you'll get everyone's
I'm in.
emails and stuff. And it's literally just to like meet people.
Dude, May, what's the long-term vision for that? Like, do you ever
Memberships.
see like a New York branch
Yeah,
of that opening
absolutely,
up?
yeah.
Hell yeah. This is Cole,
Thank you, Coley.
Lizzie's manager. You're live on a potential
Welcome to my
podcast
podcast.
episode.
Hello. You've just been promoted to manager.
I see that, which is untrue, but
Cole's a design genius and also my beloved.
Okay, let me take a look at this. That looks fucking great.
What do we think? Any changes?
Is
edits?
there any way? Okay.
I was gonna add some red to the middle of her eyelid.
Oh,
I was
like
gonna say I
wanna
want
add some
to. It's
more.
very pink in the middle. I would love if that was warmer.
That.
Just because I'm not one to like check, I am curious. Is this your first distro with 30 Tigers, or did you distribute Vanity with their?
No, this is my first one.
That is fucking
First
sick.
time. This is
like I
supposed-
geeked a little bit when I looked at the credits. I was like, holy shit,
I
30
actually-
Tigers is distributing.
Well, Dan, that's why it took so long. Because I really wanted to find the right partner. I was talking to a few different labels, and like it's like kind of unreal to even be in the position to be talking to these labels where like I've been buying those records for years.
For those that don't know, like on May's podcast, 30 Tigers is like one of the cooler labels in Nashville.
Yes.
It's also, Lizzie, you might have already said this, but it is like the Americana label.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was saying.
I didn't
that,
say
like,
it.
Alanis Morissette
Yeah,
and
30 Tigers is huge. Like they distribute all of Isabel's stuff, all the Southeastern stuff.
Dude, it's so sick. Go check out the lyric video in addition to this because
I already said it's gonna be playing when we talked about it earlier, and where it's gonna. If you could send me the audio file at some point, that would be
Yes,
great.
I
We will
will.
discuss.
again, going back to the fact that Lizzie No is like one of the best songwriters in America, and I will
Don't
go
make
to
me
bat,
cry.
and I will go to bat with that. I was just telling Cole this, like, you want to read the lyrics. Like, the video's gonna look great, but you want to read the lyrics.
And the lyric video made by Cole.
Yes.
Made by
Cole
Mr.
Nielsen.
Cole.
Miss
Okay.
Freedom Land, artistic director.
Okay, I think I'm done.
Okay,
What do we think?
let me look. This looks pretty great. I'm digging this.
I love it.
Yeah,
Do we
this
want
is
to
cool.
change anything, add anything? Anywhere else? Extra? I gotta, hang on.
Wait, Lizzie, can you
set
pass me?
everything.
Hey, May, can I get like a little something coming down from like, it's that crescent moon shape we were talking about?
Yeah, from up here. So sorry, I just stepped on you.
Stepping into your workspace.
Oh,
May, I will come back and talk later. I'm gonna go make sure
Yes,
we're good
go,
with
be free.
Caroline.
They come over here and take a selfie, and I'll show my mom. Now we're working together. May, this
My
looks
only question,
slamming.
May,
The group chat got hold of the song, and they're saying very sweet things.
May, you're really good at this. You're
Thank
both
you.
conversational and an artist.
And we're here on
Not
the
my line dance video getting taken down by Sony
What
Music.
the fuck?
The copyright police are coming for me.
They are everywhere.
I did the Heartbreak Store video. I talked to Cole about it a little bit, but like, I'm really excited to see
It went so great. I haven't seen anything yet, but the like group of dancers that came was so amazing.
Oh my god, I want to dance in your next music video.
You've got the part.
Thank God.
Your cast. We did line dancing, and we all were taught the line dance
I
that
love line
day.
dancing as well.
So
Oh my god.
have you ever gone to Stud Country?
No, what is that?
It is like the queer line dancing party in LA.
That's amazing.
May, can I ask you something?
Yes, of course.
Just like if there's like a darker tone to like add to this.
Yeah, we have a copper.
Yeah, copper or just going back to the earthy thing.
Okay.
So, yeah, so like just less and then a little copper. Everything else is good. Do you have any orange?
Yeah.
Can we like maybe
In the
add a
middle?
tinge of orange like on the eyelids?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't mind me just literally inspecting you.
It's completely fine as long as you tell me I'm pretty
You look incredible.
from time to
No,
time.
you look amazing. I literally told Dan, I was
The
like,
little
I
eyeshadows.
understood the assignment. I know what's happening here. I know what I'm here for, and my job and also my life calling is to be the ultimate hype woman.
Thank you.
And I feel like the ultimate hype woman, and I love hyping people up, especially women.
It's important.
We need it. You know what I mean?
Most men don't need a hype up.
They already
But
live
sometimes.
life.
But sometimes.
Well, they've been born into a world that tells them they're already doing everything right,
So true.
and that women need to change everything about themselves and like be quieter, be less, be more acceptable. You know, you can't win.
I'm
You literally
secret shy.
can't win.
In my heart, I'm shy.
Oh, queen.
But then when I go out the door, all the world's a stage.
No, exactly. That's how I feel. The world's a stage, but deep inside, I am very insecure.
Deep inside.
I'm so insecure. But aren't we all? Like, that's the whole fucking point.
I'm
isn't
not
it?
insecure. I'm just shy.
Okay, queen.
I
tell
love
him.
I love myself.
You tell him.
I just don't really want to fuck with everybody else.
That's real. That's real. That's amazing that you can say that, though.
Thank you. I've come a long way.
Yeah.
I used to be very insecure, but now
It's
For what?
definitely-
For what?
Yeah, no,
Literally for what?
That's where I'm at now, where I'm like,
what does it do?
I'm tired. I'm exhausted. All right, Daniel, come here.
Yes.
I love how my face looks right now.
Yeah,
This
that's
looks
much better.
amazing.
Okay, my
This is
friend
gonna
said
be
the makeup
perfect.
is giving.
Oh my god, thank you. I love it. I'm obsessed.
We did it! Oh, come take a picture in the nice sunlight.
Yeah.
Look at the sun. Look at her. Whoa. You look so good.
I've never looked better. May, you're so talented.
Oh my god.
She did that. She did that.
I'm
May?
screaming, crying, and throwing up.
Artiste.
You look so good! Are you PMSing?